Welcome back and hello, RBG family. Today we are talking about the garden. Yay! Who can say it with me? I am totally excited to finally be here. We are in Bronx, New York, and it is Zone 7B. And we have finally dug ourselves out of all that snow that our last snowstorm had dumped on us, and we are having unseasonable nice weather here. It feels like spring, but without doubt, don't let that fool you and run out to your garden and start putting things all over the place. But it is seed starting time here in Zone 7B. For most of the, no, well, not most of the stuff, but at least for peppers and some of your herbs and onions. I probably should have started a long time ago. Some of the flowers I probably should have started a long time ago. But for some of my things here, I'm a little late, but like I always like to say, and probably some of my people in the community would probably agree, you're never too late. Just start. The point is to start. So here I have in front of you some of the stuff that I will be using. Most of these seeds that you see in front of you, I probably won't be starting. I just have it here for display because I'm just too excited and I just love looking at them. But most of the stuff that I have here in front of us, we will be using. Like our tray here, that will be holding and housing our seedling or our soil with our seeds, which is our 6 cells, our garden markers. That we have over there, our tags here, so we know what we're planting, because it is important to make sure that you tag everything, because if not, and I know I've done this many times before, I'm like, what is that I'm growing? But once eventually that you get the fruit, you figure it out. But why wait till that? Because you got all the gardening season to figure it out, and by then you're like, what? Anywho's, from there, your seeds, which I'm gonna have to go through all of that. My big a plastic storage that I have over there with all my seeds that I'm gonna have to pull out the individual little canisters and figure out what seeds I'm going to be planting. My seedling mix of choice, I have a black gold here. This is what I'm going to be using. This is new to our channel. And to our garden this year. I've never used this. I've heard in the community that this is good, so I wanted to give it a try. I got 2 bags, and hopefully this will be enough for what I'm starting. I don't have a big field. I'm growing in my backyard, so hopefully this is enough for us. And an array of our seeds here, so I have to pick and choose what we are going to be doing. And once I do that, I will bring you guys back in. On Amazon, I went ahead and I picked up this set. And it says that it's supposed to be for like succulents and stuff, but I wanted kind of a little set that is micro, is what they were describing it. It brought these little labels, which is cute. I have a bunch of these things, but I wanted things that were miniature, which is the way that they described it. And it has these little tiny, and let me take it out of the plastic so I can show it to you guys. It has these little tiny shovels, which I thought was really cute, because I want these things so they can actually fit in here. So when I'm pulling out the seedlings and I'm potting them up into bigger cells. So I thought this was a nice deal. It also has these little scissors that you can clip, because I don't just plant one seed per cell. I plant multiples. And I thought that was amazing. It also has, like, I don't know what they call this, but it has this little thing here so you can make the hole, and it has measurements on how deep it's going to take it. But I know that the camera is not probably gonna pick it up. It's not gonna. Oh, it does. You see, here I go lying to ya friends. I'm always doing this. But the camera does pick it up on how deep it should go. And I think it was awesome. I think this little set was like about $20, so it was not bad actually. It has a little brush here. I mean, this is not a review for it, but I'm just showing you guys what I got. It has a little dusty thing off to dust off the little things here. It has like a little forceps. I thought it was two forceps. I thought it was really cool. So, if you guys want to pick that up, it was pretty amazing. But now we're going to go ahead and start some seeds because this intro was really long. So let's jump into this. All right, so I have everything pretty much spread it out. I went ahead and opened the bag of the Sun Grow Black Gold Seedling mix, and let me tell you guys, I put my hands in it and I like what I feel. I think it's a remarkable texture. I went ahead and moistened it, and I moistened it with water that I already had boiled and let come to manageable, touchable temperature, because you want to, I guess, kill anything that might be still living in there, or any egg larvae that might be in there. I know they claim that it's a sterile medium, but just in case. I've learned that in the community, so it's stuck with me, and I always have done that. So I always try not to miss that step, because these things are going to be living in your household for a couple of weeks and or a month or two, so I don't need any more insects. So this is what I do. So you want to pre-moisten your medium of your choice to the point that if you hold on to it, you get a couple of drops that might come out, but it pretty much holds its form. But if you go ahead and manipulate it, it crumbles. So that's pretty much where you want your medium to be. Once you have that, you pretty much are ready to start your process. So I went ahead and took out the seeds that I will most likely be starting. I have my leafy greens, which are for sure going to be the first things that I will be starting. Anything that are my lettuce, my spinach, I'm definitely gonna go ahead and retry beets. I start beets every year, whether it is from starts or in the ground. I've never had success, but that never stops me from retrying. My family love beets. They like them literally boiled and just cut up in pieces, or even roasted with garlic in the oven. So I would love to have success with these guys. So I'm gonna get ahead and try again. I'm starting bok choy. And anything else that I have in that canister, definitely kale in different colors, from scarlet, scarlet curly, the purple variety of it, and the lacinato, dinosaur kale, all of my herbs from oregano, thyme, chives, and etc. The first time I'm trying is Brussels sprouts, so I'm probably a little late starting those guys, so wish me luck. My peppers, I'm starting every single pepper that I'm planning to put in my garden. I am starting it today. Hot, I'm probably a little bit late to the game, but I'm gonna get ahead and start them. Sweet, I'm starting them as well. Um, Flowers, I'm gonna have to read the packet on them. I don't know what flowers are actually recommended to start now or start later. I think I've heard in the community that these snapdragons are cold hardy, so I'm definitely gonna go ahead and start those. I don't know about the calendula. I don't know about the zinnias or the asters. I do know that, if I recall, I did start my asters last year when I started my peppers, and they did well, even though I only got one, which was the silver. But listen, gardening is an adventure, so you do you. I have a lot of seeds to start, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go through it. I'm gonna bring you through the process of probably starting the first couple of cells, and then I'm just gonna just speed through all of this, and then I'm just gonna show you the finished product once I have them under the grow lights and set up. I already did start some ranunculus. I hope I'm saying that right. I didn't start much. I only got 12 of them because I tried last year and I was not successful. But like I tell you guys, that does not discourage me. I just try and try and try again. I do have some dahlia seeds and I was successful last year with those, so I'm definitely starting those this year, and I'm starting them today, and I'm starting lots of them, even though I have a lot of tubers coming in March. But I don't care. I fall in love with dahlias and I want to have them everywhere. So let's go ahead and jump in and let's get this party started. Okay, so what I am using, my choice, is these 6 cells plastic seedling starters. Now, I've been gardening in my backyard for many, many, many years, and I've used everything. I've used from the red solo cups to transplant up to 1 ounce or 2 ounce cups that I've gotten in the 99-cent store. I've used Jiffy's expandable grow mediums, and I've even used the Jiffy biodegradable compartments to grow. I've used pretty much anything and everything, you name it, and I think I've probably used it. But this year and last year, I've chosen to use these, and then from this I will be up potting to these 3-inch pots, and these are nice and sturdy, and I really recommend them. I got mines in Amazon, I think it was 2 years ago, and they're so cute. They come in different colors, and I have mines in blue, as you see here. I have them in black. I also have them in yellow, I think, and in pink, but those are currently dirty and in my storage bins in the backyard, so I have to go get them and actually clean them and sterilize them. But anywho's, so let's start off with the first 6 cell here, just so we can start incorporating the seedling mixture in here. And like I was saying before, I mean, this here is beautiful. There is no like sticks, there's no barks or anything in here. It is like the smoothest seedling mixture that I have put my hands on. I mean, Sungrow, you have done an amazing job. This is my first time using this and I am impressed and in love. I think you guys have won me over. This is what I'm using. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not on the cheap side. It's a pretty penny, but if it does your seedlings good, it's worth it. So I've seen this done in the YouTube community many different ways. I mean, listen, just put the soil in there. Now, I'm not claiming myself that I'm here to teach anybody anything. I'm here just to show you guys my journey. If you learn something, then amazing. I'm just here to show you once again my journey. You can grow along with me. We can teach each other anything and everything. That's why I love for you guys to comment in the comment section below and tell me what works for you guys. If you are in my zone 7B, please comment in the comment section below and let me know how you guys do things, because I would like to learn from you guys and teach me something. That's what we are here for. That's what this community is here for. So let's go ahead and do this. So what I like to do is literally just go in here and do a once over and then just push them in, because you don't want this to have any air pockets. And then once you do that, now don't compact it too much, because you don't want it compacted too much. And then just go once over again, and then there you have it. it's all ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this to all the other ones that I have here, and then we'll bring you guys back in. Okay, so here we are. I used about 3/4 of the Sun Grow Seedling Mix bag. And guys, I think I'm in trouble because I used 3 of these flats that you see in front of you, and I used 36 of these 6 cells seedling trays, and I only have 12 of these left. And I'm not even starting my tomatoes, which means Mama's gonna have to go back to Amazon or wherever she can source any more of these things before full-blown garden season starts, which I think obviously it already has started. So which means I have to go and run and get some of these because I don't have enough. So I was able to pot up with 3/4 of the bag, to reiterate, 36 of these guys. And I was able to put them in these flats that don't have holes in the bottom, because the whole point of this is that these have holes in the bottom. And I'll bring one of these so you can see it, because it doesn't have soil, so you can see it a little better. They have holes in the bottom, as you can see, and the whole point of this is so we can bottom water and we can encourage the roots to grow all the way to the bottom and look for the water and the nutrients that we will give these guys once they get the first true leaves at the bottom of the reservoir, which is the flats. So once again, I was able to do 36 of these 6-cell seeds. So that's quite a big number. So I'm going to see how much seeds I can start today. So I think I'm going to focus, which is pretty much sad, but I'm going to focus on my peppers because those are immediate. Those take the longest to germinate. So I'm going to focus on my peppers and my herbs. And if I have any room left over, I'll go to my bok choy, which is the next most important, my superfood kale, and then I'm going to head on to Amazon and order some more of these guys because Amazon will ship them to me, obviously ASAP. That's the quickest I could get my hand on them. And then once I get my hands on them, my flowers are next because those are important as well. So let's get started with this. Okay, so I'm just going to do this once so the process is a little quicker for me. Like I said, I'm not a teaching channel, but you know, I want you guys to know the journey that I'm going through, and I'm recording the journey also so I can know what I'm doing and if it works for me, and if not, I can learn from myself and change it as the years go by. So these are the seeds that I'm growing right now. Most of my seeds are from M.I. Gardner. This year I dabbled into Baker Creek, a seed company, which would be my first year growing from them. So I will let you guys know on the germination and everything. Once it comes to M.I. Gardner seeds, they are amazing and I love them. So what I went ahead and did was I used my label, and I just had these already, so I went ahead and labeled it. What I like to do is just put habanero red, which is exactly the packet that I have here. I like to put a little H, I mean, even though that I know that it is hot, but just in case if my family is around the plant or if they're dealing with it, so the little H stands for hot. I use my garden marker, and you guys would know if you've guys seen any of my videos. First year I used this, and hopefully it'll be a game changer for me because I've been using Sharpie and I've been making many mistakes on not knowing what my plant is until it fruits. Well, once it comes to like peppers from peppers and tomatoes from tomatoes, because I can tell the difference obviously from plant to plant. So I'm using this. This is new to me. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I purchased this on Amazon, and it was kind of a succulent thing for succulent plants, and I thought it was amazing for, you know, handling little seedlings and trying to plant, you know, tiny seeds. That's what I'm using. So I'm going to use this to make the hole, and you don't want to plant these guys too deep. So I don't know if this is going to make, I don't know if this is going to make the hole too big or too deep. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to invert it and use this end. And I'm going to pick the cell where I'm going to plant this little guy. And I like to plant maybe 2 to 3 seeds per cell, because I don't want to just plant 1 seed per cell and then just sit here for a seed that's not gonna grow and it's not gonna be viable, even though I have great germination with my gardener seeds. But just in case, you never know. So what I like to do is I just like to go in here and just, you know, puncture or make 2 little divots. I'm gonna make 3. So I made 1 in each corner. Literally, I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up, but I'm gonna take it out of the cell. Yeah, it's not gonna pick it up. And then from there, I'm just gonna place this down here. I'm gonna go ahead and open the packet. Now, some of these packages are from last year or the years prior. I've never had a problem. Or some of these packages are from this year. And what I like to do is I just like to take out some of the seeds and put them in my hand. These seeds are really, really tiny, as you can see. Sometimes you can successfully put 1 seed per hole. Sometimes, unfortunately, you get 2, and just it is what it is at this point. And at that point, once your seedling grows, you just pick the viable one and you take the other one out. Or if you can successfully remove the other seedling without damaging the root of the viable one, and you can transplant the other one, and bada bing bada boom, you know, 2 birds 1 stone. So I'll take the 1 seedling and just drop it into that little divot that I made in there, and then I just repeat the process for the remaining other 2 holes. And that is pretty much it. I'm going to use the same little thing right here, and you're pretty much just covering it. Don't press on the soil. You're not looking to compact the soil, because then your seedling is going to have a hard time breaking the surface. You're just looking to make sure that there's enough contact with the seed and the soil. And then always remember, don't forget to label, because you're going to forget what you put in that soil block. So your label right there, and then you move on to your next block, your next pack. So I'm gonna continue, and then when I'm done with this whole flat, I'll show you what it looks like. All right, RBG family, there you have it. I am famished, and I only pretty much started the peppers and the most important herbs that pretty much take the longest to germinate. So here you have it, giving you pretty much a close-up. This is the 1 flat that I started, and as you can see, I got quite done, and the flat is not even completed. So I'm flabbergasted with how far the flats can go. And these are all my peppers, and like I said, the herbs that take the longest to germinate, which is thyme and oregano, and I went ahead and started common chives and garlic chive. And I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cells that are empty here, and I still have 2 flats that are completely untouched. So I don't want to make this video too long, which I think is already long enough. So I'm going to omit not starting the flowers and all the other leafy stuff and etc. that I have to start. I will do that on another video and give you an insight of the stuff that I will be starting with, all the yummy goodness and beautiful stuff that the RBG garden is going to be having in the year 2022. But you guys, I had so much fun having my hands in this seedling mix, and you guys don't understand how overjoyed I was. But this mama is tired now. I have to go upstairs because I'm currently in my basement and go into mama duty and wifey duty. But the next thing is I'm gonna go ahead and mist these guys with this mister that I have here, and this has a fine mist. I picked this up at Walmart, if I'm not mistaken, online obviously, and I think it was about $9 if I'm not mistaken. And the mist on this is a beautiful. Let me see if I can go ahead and show you guys very quickly. You just literally like press it, and it's just a fine mist. And even though the soil was pre-moistened, I just want to go ahead and just mist them over ever so lightly over the top, so that the top of the soil gets nice and moist, so that I get good contact with the soil and the seed. Anyways, guys, once I do that, I'm going to go ahead and put it under my grow lights and the heat mat, because these are peppers and they need a certain temperature so they can start germination process, which is I think anywhere between 70 and 80 degrees. If I'm wrong, let me know on the comment section below. Like I said, I don't claim to be an expert. I just do what works for me. But in true fashion, this is the end of this video. I wish you guys luck wherever you guys are gardening or starting your garden. Wish me guys luck in the comment section below. I hope all goes well for this year in the RBG garden. And in true fashion, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share our video so YouTube knows that we are creating amazing content, that you guys are liking the content that is coming from our YouTube channel. And in true fashion, guys, we love you guys, and we will see you guys on our next video. Bye.